Yeah, definitely good. Oh goodness.
Oh goodness.
Oh goodness.
God damn it. Son of a bitch.
You got it, dude?
Yeah, I'm alive.
Think you got it?
I think.
Nice, dude. Well, here we are again.
Here we are.
We're back at it.
Pitter patter.
Let's get at her. Son, it's been a while, dude. Been a while.
It has.
Yeah.
My little hiatus there.
Yeah, how you been? Been working.
Living the dream.
Yep.
Somebody's
Okay.
dream.
Oh, gotta bleep that. Nice. Cool. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yep, I cursed already. It's okay. We made it a full 8 seconds in. Anyway. Yeah, dude, I missed you, man. It's been all right though. You know, we had a couple of the boys sit in.
We had the boys.
Yep.
Watch their pods. They had some good pods, dude.
Aaron came up first, dude. Had a good little pod, you know. He
said,
talked about gaming and other stuff. I can't remember what we talked about really, but I know it was a lot of gaming and stuff. And then Ray come up and we started talking about games, and then it just so happened like the day he came up, it was the second day of WrestleMania. So I just kind of lit that fire under him and just watch him go.
Gave him fuel, gave him fire.
Give him something to desire. Yeah. He was ready to go though, man. He had rated really good. I was like Aaron. Aaron, you know, he's him. He can have a good conversation. But Ray, he really went hard, dude. Ray went in.
I'm proud of him.
Yeah, he did really good.
Proud of his squanch.
Yeah, dude. It's raining today.
Raining's an understatement. What is going on at the end of your holler, dude?
Dude, I don't know, man. They're replacing that bridge like at the end of the road. So their solution to people being able to get in is go 50 feet up the street.
Hard left.
And they made like a 3 culvert bridge.
I seen that.
That's how you had to get up here.
Yeah,
right?
it was very sus.
Yeah, dude. So they've knocked out the old bridge already. They knocked it out like day 2, and anyway, yeah, it's been a mess. And they put red lights there for like a 20-foot stretch.
I was like, I'm not stopping. I can see the other red light.
Well, I always stop at red lights.
I stop at red lights too when they're at busy intersections, but when I can see the other side,
yeah,
I'm breaking the law.
Yeah, I'm breaking the law.
Yeah,
dude.
I mean, literally could have got out of my Jeep, threw a rock, and hit the other red light.
No, it literally doesn't make any sense. No. I don't know what the reason they told us the reason they put the red lights there is so people didn't come flying out of the holler and forget that the bridge was out, even though there's giant orange barriers that say
bridge out.
But
this is Letcher County,
Eastern Kentucky, at its pinnacle. But yeah, so they told us it was going to be like just a few days to fix that bridge, but dude, like they literally knocked it down like day 1 or day 2, and then they haven't done anything to it since.
Run out of money.
Sure, maybe.
Bidenomics.
I've drove by like 3 or 4 times, and there's just homies sitting in their trucks. You know how it is. State job.
Oh God, you don't. Have you ever looked at their shirts?
Yeah. How do they stay that clean?
Oh, their pockets are sewed upside down on them.
What?
Yeah, that way they can stick the shovel up in them and have something to lean on.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty funny, man. I like that. But yeah, them state jobs, you know how it is.
Yeah.
But I don't know how long it's going to take. It'll be like that. I bet it will be like that for another 2 months.
I guarantee it.
Yeah.
I guarantee it.
To build a 15-foot long bridge?
If that. Yeah, it's probably right. Probably like 15. 20 foot total.
20 feet in length, you know? 15 feet wide?
And
12 feet wide?
Legit like 1.5 lanes, not even a full 2-lane bridge.
No. There's no reason for a 2-lane bridge because it's not a 2-lane road.
No, it is definitely not. It's barely a 1-lane road.
Yeah, I know. But they do say that you can actually put 2 vehicles side by side of each other at every single point in our holler. That's what they say. I don't believe it, but that's what...
What are they driving?
I don't know.
Go-karts?
Dude, I'm thinking like a Ford Pinto maybe.
It has to be.
Dude, I'm
a Chevette.
It's tiny. But dude, what I was saying about the rain, dude, I literally almost wrecked on my way home. Like, when I say almost wrecked, I mean, like, dude, I was at a 45-degree angle hydroplaned. Like...
Absolutely.
I'm just sitting there, driving, hanging out, you know, just listening to some kind of a podcast. I already forgot what I was listening to. But, dude, I'm talking like, I was just chilling at like 60. And then, dude, I just started like, I was like, man.
I can see my tailgate from here.
I'm going sideways. Oh. And then I let off the gas like you're supposed to. Just didn't. And then, you let off and then you go back into it a little bit.
Yeah.
Let off the gas. Everything was cool. We were just sliding. I gave it a little bump. She said, "Oh, we're gonna go back. Oh, we're going back there. Oh God, oh God." Then I was really like facing towards the guardrail now, and then as soon as it come back out of it the other way, I was good. But dude, I'm telling you right now, talk about butthole puckered. Okay,
Your seat got any cotton left in it?
I probably sucked it all up my butt.
Probably.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, I about sent it, dude. It was bad.
Dude, this is like, I hate driving on these roads in the rain, like our roads in particular.
Bro, they don't know how to plane them so the water runs off.
Exactly. It literally just puddles. And then on top of that, I don't know why, but like, I guess I know why, like, asphalt has an oil in it, but like,
yeah,
when it rains here, dude, it's like the last 40 years of repavement that they've just paved over top of. But it's like all that oil comes up.
Yeah.
These roads get slick. Slicker than a minute dick.
Yeah. But dude, I'm telling you, I really did. I about sent it. I was worried. Seriously, like after the second one, I was like, oh no.
The first one we're fine. The second one, it's
the first one I'm on.
Anymore.
I'm on the 4 lane, so like, I'm in Payne Gap.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, and there's no cars coming at me.
Yeah, 4 lanes of traffic to save.
Yeah, I got 4 lane. I got a full like 60 feet on my left side to save me.
Yeah, you're good.
As soon as I started going back right, that 60 feet turned into about 24.
Yeah, you're instantly like, oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. So yeah, I was really worried. I about sent it, but I made it. I made it, dude. Big week this week, dude.
Big week.
Yeah, it was a big week this week, dude. Did you see the eclipse?
No, I seen the back of my eyelids the whole time I worked the night before.
Well, so you didn't like make it a.
I woke up and I was like, it's particularly dark outside for it to be 3:00 in the day.
Yeah.
So I just kind of like stepped outside real quick. Was like, cool. Back inside, back in the bed.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I was beat.
Yeah.
I was sleeping really good. I think the only reason I woke up is like, I think I might have to get up and pee or something.
Yeah.
I'm not real sure. No. Dogs. Neighbor's dog got over in our yard, and both my dogs just went. They give it the full sin, man.
Yeah,
Poppy
doesn't play those.
Yeah,
games.
she sounds like a megaphone when she barks. So she was instantly like, "Hey, Dad, get up."
Yeah, dude. There's somebody in our yard.
Yeah,
and we can't have that.
No.
But yeah, dude. I saw the eclipse. Yeah, I was out, at the park with a bunch of my buddies, and I had sunglasses on. Didn't work good enough.
No.
Kind of hurt.
It's
Don't
all
do
right.
that. But luckily enough, one of my friends had the actual like viewing glasses or whatever. So I checked it out. It was pretty cool, I guess. I mean, for it to just be, a dot in front of the sun.
I remember the last one we had before this. My mom still had her store at the time, and we had a welding helmet.
Dude, they work perfect.
That was perfect.
That's
like,
what I
you could
used
see
last
everything.
time. That's what I used last time. My green welding helmet that I have in the building out here.
Yeah,
I just
they were perfect.
went and grabbed it, checked it out.
You could just you stare at it the entire time.
Yeah, no problem.
No problem.
As you would imagine, welding helmet should work.
I mean, because when you're welding, it's like here comes the sun.
Yeah, dude. So anyway, particularly what happened during the eclipse, though. So there was a certain thing that happened during the eclipse, and I blame the eclipse.
Okay.
Yeah. So me and all my buddies, we're doing this thing, we're hanging out. We're all
aliens.
Yeah. No.
Oh.
So we are. We have to run 4 laps around this walking track, and this is during the eclipse.
Is this a mile? Is this like a mile?
It's a half a mile.
Oh, I gotcha.
And we have to do it in less than 6.5 minutes, which is nothing. That's pretty much a light jog, right? 6.5 minutes to run a half mile.
Half mile, yeah.
Yeah, I mean a 12-minute mile is pretty much a jog.
I don't think I've ever ran I think my best. No, never.
12 slow. You've definitely ran a mile and shorter.
Yeah.
No,
No,
I promise you.
It was
12 is slow.
It was 2 mile runs. My best 2 mile time was like 13 some
14
change.
minutes. Yeah, 13, 14 minutes.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's pretty
average.
good mile.
Yeah, I don't know why I was sitting here like.
But dude, I'm telling you right now.
Can't run 3 mile an hour.
6.5 minutes to run a half a mile. Dude, I'm telling you, a brisk walk. and you could do it. Like a real quick walk, and you could do it.
Yeah.
So, as boys do, we're all talking a little bit of shit.
Trash
Talking
talk.
a little bit of shit.
Oh, I'm
you know how it is?
fast boy.
Yeah, we're talking a little bit of that ish. And
Yeah.
so what we do is we get up on the line, and it's me and this guy Robinson, another guy that I don't really know him that well. I can't even think of his name. But we're all up on the line. There's a big group of us. We gotta do this. And so we're all just talking that shit.
Talking a little trash,
I'm gonna absolutely destroy you guys in this. I'm gonna show y'all how to run. And I don't run a lot, but you know me, I'm competitive. I like to dub. I like to get that dub.
Oh yeah.
And I do work out a lot. I just don't do a lot of running. And anyway, so we get up, whistle blows. We start to run. And when I tell you, dude, I exploded out of that stance, dude. I'm talking. Dude, running like the wind. I mean, I was leaving these boys in the dust for about 8 steps. About 8 steps. And when I tell you that I felt my hamstring detach itself from the back of my leg, I mean, dude, I felt the biggest pop, snap, crackle, fold up the back of my leg type tear. I hit the ground, dude. I was hurt bad. Had to go to the ER. Terrible time. So now, call me Gimpy.
I seen you walking around.
Yeah.
It's a little rough.
Yeah, it's not good. It hurts. I actually do feel a lot better today. And I didn't tear it off the tendon or whatever, so I'm not going to need surgery. It's just going to take time to heal. But dude, I'm telling you right now, it felt terrible, and I blame the moon. I do. I blame the moon.
You got your energy all out of whack.
Yeah, it jacked with me, and I blame the moon. So now I'm avidly against the moon. But anyway, yeah. So I pulled my hamstring, and it hurts.
Man.
Yeah. So now I get to gimp around work all the time, and you know how it is. Guys see you and you're gimping around. They're like, "Oh, what happened to you, you fucking pussy?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're over here like, "Well, I tried to run."
I was running, and then I blew my shit up. All right. So, yeah, that's where we're at.
So speaking of that, real quick,
yeah,
I hop hires every day.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you're funny. Yeah, you're a funny guy. I also refuse to wear my crutches at work, even though I'm supposed to. I refuse because I refuse. We're not doing that.
No.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Mama didn't raise no bitch.
I will slowly gimp wherever I have to. I ain't using no motherfucking crutches to get wherever I have to go.
No, absolutely not.
But it is what it is, and we're going on with it. Kind of sucks. But, dude, remember how we talked about, this is something we talked about a little while ago. John Calipari.
Yeah,
he actually left. Can you believe he left instead of us getting rid of him?
Yes, I can, actually. And the reason that I can believe that he left, and, the whole reason I think that he left is the fan base. I think the fan base may have kind of run him out of Kentucky.
You think he felt unappreciated?
Unwanted.
Yeah, unwanted, unappreciated, all that good stuff.
I do, and I'm gonna say it now.
Yeah.
For the record, I don't even know what today is. April the 11th.
10th.
It's the 11th.
Is it?
Yeah.
It is the 11th. It is the 11th. You're right. You're absolutely correct.
4/11/24. Mark it up right now. Kentucky last in the SEC basketball this year.
No.
Yeah, and here's my reasoning behind that. Every big name coach that they've approached has shot them down.
Yeah.
And they're going to have to all of their number one recruits has decommitted.
Yeah.
And
you can't blame them.
I cannot blame them. They committed to Calipari.
They committed to go to that school with that coach.
And I'll explain why. Is every one of them's mindset was one and done. And Calipari is notorious for the one and done.
Yeah, he's going to get you to the NBA.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of people's like, oh, that's awful. That shouldn't be that way. But like, man, that goes back to the money thing that we discussed in one of our previous pods. Is like, why sit here and make $150,000 in NIL when you can go to the NBA and make $10 million?
Yeah,
your first year if you're a first round pick.
If you're a high first round pick,
top
you're gonna make $5 to $10 million.
Yeah. Who wouldn't?
Yeah,
Who
and you're
wouldn't?
gonna have a contract for 3 years. That's fully guaranteed.
Yeah.
As soon as you get drafted and you sign that paper and you pass your physical, you're gonna make $5, $6, $7, $8 million every year for the next 3 to 4 years, whatever, 5 years maybe. I think it actually is 5.
So why wouldn't you? That's people can say what they want, and it's all about the money. So, anyways, they lose all these number one recruiting class recruits.
Yeah.
I think they may have one that's stayed because he's from Kentucky.
Yeah.
But
Shepard's going, right?
I've not heard anything. It's kind of been.
He should.
I don't know if he should or not.
I mean,
like he should, but like
he's ranked high, like in the draft. Like he's ranked 4th or 5th.
Yeah, he's up there. I think one more year, let him cook, he'll be number 1.
I don't know, man. It goes back to like, do you really want to take that risk?
Yeah, I mean,
do you really want to risk going out there and tearing an ACL or pulling a hamstring?
Yeah, I mean, there's always the what ifs, but the fan base has darted Calipari out of here. All these big name coaches, they've approached Billy Donovan, Drew Scott.
Billy Donovan, like the NBA coach?
Yes.
The one from Chicago? Is he at Chicago?
Yeah, he's the Bulls coach. He coached at Florida for years.
Yeah, he's a hell of a basketball coach.
Yeah, awesome coach at Florida.
And then I think he coached the Thunder for a long time.
Yeah, and now he's at the Bulls. And then they went to approach him, and he put out an official statement saying that he is committed to the Bulls. Can't blame him.
No.
And then Drew Scott, and I think he's Baylor's head coach, maybe.
Yeah, I think you're right.
He come back and was like, I'm committed to Baylor. This is my school.
Yeah.
So, and I believe they approached Alabama's coach.
Yeah. Alabama's got a hell of a basketball team the last few years.
Who was like, no, I've built Alabama to what it's at. I'm staying here.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what they're going to do.
I don't know. It's big shoes to fill. It is.
It was a chain reaction, though. It's like one school fired their head coach. I can't remember the exact order, but like, for instance, like Seton Hall fired their head coach and hired USC's head coach. And USC hired Arkansas's head coach.
Yeah.
And Arkansas hired John Calipari.
Yeah.
So now Kentucky's up in the air right now. They have nobody, and I'm sure they have prospects for the job.
They got guys.
Yeah. But what are you getting ready to pull? We're not the basketball school we was in the 90s and early 2000s anymore.
And even the mid, the early teens.
Like the beginning of the Calipari era.
His first 6 years, he, like, I think he went to 4 Final Fours.
Had one national title,
and then like 2 Elite Eights. Like he didn't not make it to the Elite Eight for the first 6 years he was there, or something crazy like that. He had a hell of a start, but the last 10 years has just been really hard.
Yeah, and
which, hey, it's a 64 team tournament.
Yeah, I mean it's not.
I mean it's like, dude, come on, it's a hard tournament just to go in and dominate every year. But if you're getting in here and you're losing into Oakland, Michigan.
First round.
The
year before, we lost first round as well. So, you get put out of the first round twice by low-ranked
teams.
Like 14s, 15s. You're probably...
That immediately get bounced the next round.
Yeah, like you're on the chopping block.
Yeah.
But in the same instance, I feel like the fan base really kind of made it clear that he wasn't wanted.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden, and I love this, man. I knew this was going to happen. Calipari leaves, or like the start of the talk for Arkansas. Everybody's like, "Thank God, thank God, thank God." Then they hire him, and now everybody's like, "Oh no, we suck again."
Yeah.
It's what you wanted. That's what you wanted.
Yeah, Kentucky.
You literally drove Calipari to hunt for a new job.
Yeah.
Because you all wanted him out of Kentucky so bad, and now you're all like, "Oh, what are we going to do about a coach now? We're going to suck. We're We're going to be last in the SEC this year.
I don't know about that, dude.
Yeah,
I really
call
don't know
it.
about that.
Vanderbilt is going to spank us.
Dang, dude.
I'm calling it right
Vandy?
now. Yeah. I'm calling it right now.
I don't know.
4-11-24.
I think, dude, it is. You got to think it is such a storied school whenever it comes to basketball.
It is. I agree, but it's not the
storied
school. It's not the basket. It's not the school it used to be. Kentucky is no longer a basketball powerhouse.
I don't know about that, man.
I do.
If they've had a few bad years.
UConn, yeah, okay, for instance, UCLA, right?
Yeah.
They've won more national championships basketball than
11.
Kentucky.
Yeah. UCLA has 11. I think we have 8. We're tied for second.
Where's UCLA at? They're not the powerhouse they used to be.
They were a powerhouse 30 years ago. You know what I'm saying? It was it was a little different. That one's a little different because they were like early basketball's powerhouse. This Kentucky has been consistently part of the deal for a long time, consistently. It's just the last like 4 or 5 years it's been really, really hard. You know. And a lot of it's like the NIL thing. You know, people can just hop in that portal and skip out and go wherever. And another thing that I just don't like is you getting the guys that are the best in the country, and you can't figure out how to get them to play well together. Like you got to be more than just a recruiter.
If basketball was a
Saban.
one-man sport, we would play one-on-one.
Yeah, but Nick Saban is an amazing recruiter. He was an amazing recruiter. He got all of the best players in the nation. But if you don't make those players play well together, then you're not going to do anything.
And Saban did.
And Saban was good at that.
Yeah.
He got all these guys that were way different. You know, like they fit maybe his scheme a little. You know, maybe he built his team where they fit his scheme. But I'm saying he made them play together as a team as opposed to, you know, in basketball. Basketball is a different thing as well just because it's like way more possessions. But
it's an intense game.
It's I don't know, it's a lot higher pace, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. It's
fast paced, high intensity.
So things can happen, people get hot and they just make these shots like that dude from Oakland who just made like 10 threes or whatever and busted the game wide open. That happens. So you got to kind of give him those. But I don't know what we're going to do, but I'm interested to see what we can pull together. I think it'll be another. I don't think whatever coach we get right now is the one we're going to keep for, 30 years or whatever, 10 years. I think it's going to be this coach will be a 3-year guy.
Yeah.
He'll be a 2 or a 3-year guy unless they get a really good coach. I mean, unless they just pull one out of the hat and they actually end up getting like a Billy Donovan or somebody.
Yeah, if they
if Billy Donovan gets fired from the Bulls by the end of the year, he very well may be like, you know what, I'll go make $8 or $9 million coaching UK. Because
I think that UK's trigger pull right now, like if it was my call,
yeah,
I think I'd be phoning up old Rick Pitino.
Dude, that's what I hear a lot about. But a lot of people say that Rick Pitino wouldn't go back.
Even if he wouldn't, I'd make that call.
Yeah.
Because he did make the statement one time that the worst thing he ever done was left Kentucky.
Yeah. Did he leave to go to the NBA? Or did he leave to go to another school?
I think he went to the NBA.
Yeah.
And then
fizzled out.
Yeah.
NBA is a different game.
It is, I agree.
And so is college. College is a different game than the NBA.
However, they need to find a coach that can coach. Like Calipari can coach, obviously, but they need to find a coach that can make like the unity and make them play as a team.
And I think they need it quick.
They need it faster than I think they think.
Because right now, at the very least, you still have the spectacle of it's UK basketball. We get people to the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's still a top school as far as NIL and as far as getting these players to where they want to be, which is in the NBA. If you continue to have that, but you have a coach that can actually put those pieces, get the right pieces and put them together to where they actually can win these tournament games.
Put rings on fingers.
Put rings on some fingers or just make it late in the playoffs every year. You don't have to win a championship every year.
Yeah.
You can't do that, especially not in basketball. In NFL, I think it's immensely easier to win a championship more often than it is in basketball. It's a 64-team tournament, you know. So I don't know. I don't know what we'll do. But I'm excited for the next chapter. But John, and we were paying Calipari like $8 million or whatever, $8.5 million, $9 million a year, and he went to Arkansas. He's 5 years, $7 million plus bonuses, and I think his signing bonus was $1 million, so he's making $8 million. So it's not like he's missing much.
No, and then he got a $500K retention bonus as well
for every year he stays.
Yeah, and then he gets an additional bonus if he makes it to the Sweet 16, the Elite 8, Final Four, or Championship. He gets an additional bonus on top of that. His first year was $7 million, and I believe I read that it could end up like climbing like $7 million. He signed like a 5-year deal.
Yeah, it's 5 years for $7 million a year plus bonuses.
Yeah,
and his signing bonus was $1 million. So his
first year they said it could be up to $9 million.
Maybe. It probably does increase.
I'm sure it does. It carries like every year. It kind of gains a little speed.
Bit. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know what we'll do.
I'm excited to see what he does with Arkansas, though. I mean,
that'd be cool. I'll watch.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I'll watch it. Just throw beer at my TV. Anyway, got anything for us?
I fished a tournament. Saturday.
Yeah, dude. You were starting to tell me about it before we sat down, and I was like, dude,
you
gotta wait. You gotta wait. So you went down to Cherokee?
No, we fished on Douglas.
Oh, dude, you went to Douglas?
Yeah.
I've never fished Douglas. I'd really like to.
So it was a 7:30 p.m. to 7:30 a.m. tournament.
Oh my god!
12-hour night tournament.
Oh my god!
We launched at 7:25. Lines in 7:30, and I'm just here to tell you, believe it or not, I was so sore at 7:30 that morning.
Yeah, just standing because
no, not even just standing, dude. Just repetition and cast.
Yeah,
because we're throwing top water, so we're moving quick.
Yeah,
like burning top water. We're throwing some spinner baits, so like it's just throwing reel.
You didn't fish on bottom? See, I would assume not fishing. You fish bottom.
Top water. Right now, springtime, bass are moving up spawn. They're getting shallow, going to nest.
Oh.
Top water at night, dude. It's a different animal.
Really?
Yeah, we ended up finishing. I'm gonna say third or fourth. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But we had 13, 5.3, and 5 fish.
Nice.
So I mean, not a mass bag, but decent,
nice
solid bag. We had a
2.5 pound average.
We had a 3.41 smallmouth.
Nice.
And a 3 pound largemouth.
Nice.
And then just some 2 pounders from there. But it was 33 degrees.
That's cold, dude.
Cold was an understatement.
On the lake.
I had 4 jackets on.
That's cold, man.
2 pair of pants, and my hands and face had like wind burn on them.
Because y'all stayed on the move? Or was it just windy?
No. So it was windy. Wind didn't really. When we first got out there, it looked like glass.
Yeah, dude.
And the wind didn't pick up till about 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning.
That's just so crazy to me. Fishing an all night bass tournament. That's wild.
Oh, I'm gonna do another one probably maybe next week.
Dang.
On Norris, another 12-hour night tournament.
Norris Lake. Where's that at? Kentucky?
No, it's Tennessee. Oh. So it's like Douglas, Norris, and Cherokee's right there in a little.
Okay. What am I thinking of? There's one out western Kentucky that starts with an N.
I don't know.
Doesn't matter.
Anyways, yeah, man. I mean, the bite started out a little slow for us. Everybody else said they caught all their fish right before dark. We caught all our fish in the dark. So
yeah.
Really, we couldn't navigate the lake the way we wanted to due to the amount of debris, and I'm talking like debris, like full-blown trees floating around.
Dang.
They must have
Had it stormed that?
No, I think they just like shut the dam down and jumped the water level real fast. Kind of threw a shock on the fish too, because they're moving shallow, and now their shallow's not shallow anymore.
Yeah.
Spinner bite was where it was.
Crack-a-lacking.
Yeah, I mean, it was just getting that little like 4 or 5 foot depth.
Yeah.
Slow rolling Everybody else was burning buzz baits apparently and was burning them up. But
I like a buzz bait.
I threw a buzz bait for 5 hours and had, I think, one bite.
Damn.
And I switched over. I mean, like after we started catching them on spinner baits, it's like, well, there's no point in running these.
Yeah.
Our bag,
what works.
yeah, we only had 2 greenfish, man. The rest of them was smallies. I mean, it was smallmouth bite was hot.
Dude, Cherokee, I don't know about Douglas, but if it's anything like Cherokee, smallmouth is just nuts down there.
Oh, so like,
because I'm assuming where it's so close to Cherokee, I'm just going to go ahead and say it is probably a lot like it.
Yeah.
The smallmouth bite in Cherokee is nuts.
Yeah, so like there was one guy that we fished a tournament with who caught like a 5.71 pound largemouth.
That's a big old.
It
big
was
old
a
girl.
brute. She's a monster.
Yeah.
He jerked that fish out of the bag, and I was like, that fish weighs literally
Half
a
my bag.
third
like
of
half
our
my
bag.
you know.
Which this dude is, he's really good.
Yeah.
He fishes all the time. I don't get to fish as much as I want to.
Well, no.
And I'm also learning like different things. The guy that I've been fishing with, I coach baseball with, and I work with him, and he's been fishing for a while. He knows some different like techniques and ways to fish that I've never seen before. So like I'm kind of learning as I go.
Yeah.
And I've never tournament fished. So it was the first tournament I've ever fished. So
yeah, I've never done one.
It was like a little bit of a shell shock, I guess.
Yeah.
But great experience. Had a great time. Like I said, we caught like 11 fish total that night. And then we had 13, 5.3, and 5 fish. So pretty solid.
Dope
for a first outing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a long ass night to be fishing though.
It was.
That's 12 hours.
12 hours.
That's a long time to fish, dude. That's a long time. I like fishing and all, but 12 hours,
bro,
especially in the dark and freezing, fuck that.
I work 12 hours in the dark.
Yeah.
And I would much rather fish 12 hours in the dark.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
It was fun?
Oh, it was a blast. Dude, I had such a good time.
That's good.
It was awesome. I mean, we just had it was a solid night. I mean, the bite wasn't great. Yeah. Not anywhere. I think what killed the bite is either the water level or
well, it was also 33 degrees.
Well, yeah, but like the water temp was almost 60.
That's not too bad.
But I've done like I was watching it was a pro. I can't remember who it was. They were talking about a buzzbait bite, like the best time. They were like 55-degree water temperature on a uprising water temperature, not a downswing. And right before, like 2 days before we went to fish that, dude, it snapped a real cold rain and then snapped a cold streak. So we're talking it was 59.7 degrees on a downswing.
Yeah.
I think it shocked them. I mean, personally.
Freaked them out.
Yeah, I mean, and the water level changed. I mean, everybody that fished that, they fished Douglas pretty regular, and they were like, this is not a Douglas. Like, this was not a good Douglas bite.
Yeah.
But, I mean, there was 5 fish bags weighed in.
Yeah.
And then plenty of like 3 and 4 fish bags. There's 14 total boats.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's not like a huge tournament.
Was it just his buddies or?
Yeah, it's a group that he fishes with out of Harlan County.
Dang, everybody was just like, we're going to Douglas. Yeah. I know you want to go.
Oh, dude, they fish a schedule. Like, they have a schedule made up until October. Like, every other weekend. Dang, son. These boys like to fish.
They like to fish.
Oh, and I'm all about it.
What boat does your buddy have?
A Triton.
Dude,
Triton. It's a 179.
Yeah.
Dude, it's perfect. That's like 18.3. And me and him both stand on the front of it and just
go after it.
Cranking.
Yeah. Well, I know you wanted to go. Like, you were going to ask me to go this weekend.
I was.
Like, as you were texting me, I could tell that that's what you were getting at. You were like, what are you doing this weekend?
Yeah, man. I totally wanted you to go.
I think I'm going to go. You were like, I think I want to go fishing. I was just like, I just fucking tore my hamstring, Joseph, yesterday. Give me time.
Your boat don't have any pedals.
I get it, dude.
It's got seats.
It does have seats, but man, I need some time to rest.
Yeah, you need to recover first.
I need to rest. I gotta
recover before you get spanked.
Everything going because call me gimpy.
It's all right.
Call me gimpy.
Gimpy.
Yep. Anyway, dude, you see O.J. Simpson died today?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Swear to God. Like You know,
Did he do it, though?
the football player
Yeah.
that killed his supposedly.
Oh,
killed his
no, that's not me
allegedly.
pointing blame.
Well,
OJ didn't do. Dude,
if the
I'm
glove
glad you
does
said
not
that.
fit, you must quit. Anyway, what?
I'm glad you said that. So, backing into work the other night,
Yeah.
or rolling up the parking garage, just, getting after it, doing I call it the 500.
The 500.
Yeah, man, it's just
Oh, because you're
all
just
the way up-
scooting.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
all the way.
Oh God, power flickered.
Gee.
Oh no.
All the way up the parking garage, just doing my thing, cruising, music blasting. Go to whip into my parking spot that I always park in because routine is key.
It is key.
No,
it just messes your day up if you don't stay up.
It does. Baby blue Bronco, like an old Bronco.
Oh, a legit Bronco.
Yeah, like a OJ Bronco.
Nice.
And I stopped and was like, I'm gonna sit here till whoever's driving this comes out. Because I'm gonna buy this vehicle.
No, you did. Number one, no, you're
Yes,
not.
Yes, I was. I was willing to go right then and be like,
What do you need? What do you need for it?
yeah,
I got it.
like,
What do you need? Yeah, dude.
take my money kind of thing. But
Yeah.
something about that old Bronco. As soon as I backed in, the first thing that went through my head was like, "That's OJ."
Yeah, dude.
Did he do it?
Did he do it? Well, the answer is yes. He absolutely did it.
We can talk about him now.
Yeah, I guess maybe. I don't know. His family might come for us, but
Ooh.
yeah, I think he did it. And dude, have you seen him like on Twitter or whatever? Have you seen him before? Dude, he's so weird. He'll get on there and be like, "Hello, Twitter world. It's me, your friend OJ." Like, it's the weirdest thing ever. But yeah, he died of cancer, I think.
That's sad.
I think cancer got him.
That is one of the absolute most terrible ways to die, minus being stabbed to death. But just throwing it out there. That's a terrible death. I mean,
yeah, dude. But yeah, OJ's down, man. OJ's down.
OJ, the bottle is empty.
The bottle's empty.
We're out of orange juice. Oh,
Yeah, we are. Yep,
We're
the
out
bottle
of
is
OJ.
empty. No more OJ. But yeah, he's down. Oh, dude, I know what I meant to bring up while we were still on college basketball. Let's
What's
bring
up?
it back around, dude. Caitlin Clark. Did you watch the national championship game?
I did.
You did? I did not.
I did.
I did not. I was going to, but I ran. It was like too late or something.
It was a late game.
Yeah,
Me and Brandy.
Didn't it start at like 10 or
Yeah,
something?
me and Brandy sat up and watched it. I watched.
I have
to
to
the
get up
end.
at 5.
Yeah.
So I wasn't. I'm going to bed. One of my kids is being freaky outside. It's okay though. Yeah. Anyway, tell me a little bit about the game. What'd you think?
So from what I was just watching, well, like I said, I watched the game. Brandy ended up falling asleep. She can't make it past 11 o'clock. She's like,
Yeah.
Anyways, good game.
Yeah.
Solid game. Like Iowa,
It seemed like it was pretty
come
close
out
until
first,
the end.
Like Iowa come out the first half, was ready to throw hands,
Yeah.
and then South Carolina was like, "Hey, no, this is why we're undefeated." So they fired up, and then they played South Carolina played out front. I think it was up by 13 at one point in the second quarter, and then Iowa comes out at halftime and starts the third quarter off a little slow. But the start of the fourth quarter, man, they pull it back to within 2.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this can be good. They held it at a 2-point deficit.
Yeah. Just
For the
couldn't get ahead.
majority of the fourth quarter. And then couple turnovers, couple bad shots. And
How did Caitlin play?
She had a hot hand there for a few minutes, but then she just iced in the fourth quarter.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, she went cold. I mean, that's the only
She's
the
a hell of a
explanation
ball
I have.
player, man.
I've seen a lot of people talking a lot of crap about her going to the WNBA. They're like, "Oh, she ain't going to do much." Blah blah blah. She's a very well-rounded, fundamentally sound player who can absolutely shoot the lights out.
Shoot the lights out.
I don't think she'll have any problem.
Iowa already said today, I think, or maybe yesterday, that they're going to retire 22.
They very well should.
They should. She brought them to 2 back-to-back national championship games and is the number 1 leading scorer in women's college basketball history.
Yeah, she needs that 22 needs retired.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And she's the overall favorite to be selected first overall in the WNBA draft on the 15th of this month. I have a question.
What?
If she were to enter the NBA draft, would she be selected? And if so, where?
So are we talking like if we take her just as a female basketball player, or if her skill set is in a male basketball player?
No, I'm saying if Caitlin Clark was like, hey, I'm declaring for the NBA draft. The NBA.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's against the rules or not.
I'm sure it is.
I don't know.
I don't know. You can do a lot of weird stuff these days.
Yeah, that's not what I meant, dude. That's not what I meant. But anyway, you know what I'm saying, though. If she was just in a hypothetical situation, if she declared for the NBA draft, would she be selected as Caitlin Clark?
She would go first round.
No, really?
Yeah.
You think
probably low first round? I don't know. She's going mid to low first round.
Yeah.
Like close to the end.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe high second round. But
Really?
I think she goes first round.
So you think she could compete in the NBA?
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm not saying obviously she won't be. It's not like.
Okay.
And just as realistic as it is to say nobody is going to be Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying? It's not it'd be impossible for anybody to become Steph Curry.
Yes.
But I'm saying I'm not saying that she would be Steph Curry. I'm saying would she be a decent piece to an NBA team? Do you think she would?
And I'll tell you, yes, and here's my explanation why. I think that she would be able eventually, once she got consistent with the flow of the game.
Yeah.
And kind of found her rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
And how things work in the NBA, and just kind of made that adjustment, like that internal adjustment to get comfortable with what situation she's in.
Yeah.
She's still shooting lights out. Might be mid-range jumpers, but shooting lights out.
See, dude, the way that I think about it is, man, I think it's an immensely different game.
It is very different.
I think it is an immensely different game.
You're
Let's go with number one.
Physicality.
What is she really? No, well, no, not even that. Not even because the physicality is the easy answer. Here's a little more in-depth answer. What is she really good at?
Shooting.
Okay. Is the women's basketball the same size as the men's basketball?
It is not. It's smaller.
It's not.
It's a lighter ball. It's
smaller. It's lighter. Right. So she would have a larger ball to use in the NBA, right? And then now you would throw in the physicality and the pace of an NBA game.
Yeah, and another thing you have to take into account, too, is her three-point shot is amazing.
Yeah.
That line
is another deeper. 4 feet back.
But if you look, her average length behind the three-point line on her shot was around 3.5 feet.
Yeah, behind the three-point line.
Yeah, so she's right.
Well, she was making
right
space
there
for herself. She was making more because when you shoot that far behind the three, what you're doing is making space.
Nobody's
for
putting a hand in your face when you're 4 foot behind the three-point line.
Yeah, because they have to literally just be all over you the entire time.
Yeah, and you take a chance on getting burnt.
Yeah,
real quick as a defender.
Yeah. Well, I will tell you, I'll tell you, online. They agree. I looked it up, man. Like, a lot of people agree with you. Like, they're like, man, she would be better than 90% of the 10 through 12 players. The, 10th, I'm saying the 10th guy on the roster, and between the 10th and the 12th, she would be better than 90% of the people that are 10 through 12. That's what like 6 or 7 different websites said that I looked up on. I disagree just because I think that number one, that ball's going to take into effect of the one thing that she is that is what she's known for, is shooting the lights out.
Yeah.
Shooting the lights out. That shot has to change now. She has to put a little more oomph behind the ball, and that three-point line comes out, and she's going to be playing against players that are a lot bigger. They're a lot bigger.
Oh, yeah.
A lot more physical, a lot faster, and they play a lot different. They play different.
Yeah, and I think...
I'm saying not just in NBA. I'm saying men opposed to women in general. They play different.
Yeah, and I think that a lot of that comes in, and she has to, given if this was a real life situation, that's where adaptation has to be quick. But she doesn't have the build
she's not very rugged. Is that what you're saying? She's not
she's
like
small. I mean,
yeah,
like
she's
small.
She's a small. Well, I mean, she's tall.
But I'm
She would-
saying like
I mean,
muscle build wise.
Could she beat either one of us in a one-on-one game if she had her left arm tied behind her back? Absolutely.
Yeah, it would be. It could be tied behind her back into her ankle, and she would on her opposite.
Both
leg.
of her feet could be tied together.
Yeah, she's gonna beat us.
Yeah.
No problem.
If she had a 2 feet chain that was hooked to her ankles and one arm tied behind her back, she still would beat us.
She's still crossing me over.
Yeah, and break my ankles.
Yeah,
She'd
pulling your hammy.
Yeah, dude, absolutely explode the other one. That's what she would do. But I just think that it's a different game. But I did see like a couple of stories on that, like could Caitlyn make it in the NBA? I don't think so. I don't think so. But then again, LeBron James' son is declared for the NBA draft, and homie averaged like 6 points a game. I think it's 5, and I think that's being generous. And then I think he averaged like 2 assists and maybe 3 rebounds, or 3 rebounds and 2 assists. It was something. It's not good.
Man, it's all about who you know.
Well, he does happen to know some pretty big people. It's in the name.
Got big shoes to fill, and I just don't think he's going to do it.
I don't know. His younger brother's really good, though.
Yeah, his younger
Maximus.
brother is good. Yeah.
Yeah, he's really, really good. But, yeah, so I don't know. If Bronny James could do it, maybe Caitlin Clark can do it. I don't know. But I would be ready to see all that. I do think it would be cool. I do think it would be cool to see some...
Like 1v1.
No, not 1v1. I think it would be cool to see women's players. I don't know if you're allowed to. I feel like you can. I feel like there's nothing saying like you have to be a male to play in the NBA. Because I don't think that there's anything in the NFL that says you have to be a man to play football. I don't think that that's actually in the written rules.
But they don't
now,
have
I do think that
in
in
the
the
NFL, though.
Yeah, and I do think that in the WNBA you have to be a female. I think that that's a stipulation.
I feel like that's fair, though.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like playing up. Like if you're a woman and you want to go play in the NBA, like you're playing up.
Yeah, duh.
But like if you're a male and you want to go play in the WNBA, you're being.
And it's like we're not sexist.
Bitch.
We're not sexist at all. Like,
no.
I just think that there's reasonable conversations that you can have. Like whenever Megan Rapinoe is like, "Hey, women's soccer players should get paid as much as male soccer players," and then our USA Olympic soccer team goes and plays a high school, like where there were 16-year-olds. I played a game against 16-year-olds and they got beat 11-0.
Yeah,
11-0. The soccer team just recently, again, the women's soccer team just played 40 and over males and got beat by just go ahead and guess, 11-0.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't think there's anything sexist about saying that. I think it's just kind of being real and, like, saying, like, there's a big difference between... There's a big difference that I wrestled in high school, and if I went into a gym or into a wrestling room where it was nothing but collegiate-level wrestlers, I'm going to get wrecked.
Yeah.
Chewed up and spit out. There's levels to this.
I agree.
And... I just think that there's a way to be realistic about it, and I really don't like. But I really would be kind of intrigued to see somebody like a Caitlin Clark or even like an Angel Reese, the girl from LSU.
Yeah.
See some of these players be like, you know what, I want to go to the NBA, whatever, and just to see, and they can go back to the WNBA if it doesn't work. If they don't work out, then they can go play in the WNBA.
Why don't they just schedule like a 5-on-5 pickup game, for instance? Just to see like how they compete.
Well, the NBA has, the in-season tournament.
Yeah.
What if they did like a preseason WNBA All-Stars versus NBA All-Stars?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Just to do some stuff like that. Just to see. It would be cool. It would be cool to see,
the science, basically.
Yeah, it would just be a cool thing to see, like the differences between it. And like a lot of people could say, well, you're a man, you want to watch girls get the shit kicked out of them.
No, I would like to see
I would
these
actually
girls
like
come
to
out
see these girls come out and like be like, yeah, dude, this is because back to the wrestling thing. I don't care how strong you are. I don't care how smart you are. I don't care how fast you are. Technique wins. Almost every single time. And basketball is a very finesse kind of a sport in the same aspect. your technique and the way that you play the game is the game. If you're really good at those things, then you can win these basketball games.
Right.
So, like, who's to say that a women's team couldn't come in and beat a team of all-stars that don't know how to play together? But these women all are fundamentally sound in how they need to play the game, and they come in and they're like, yeah, we're gonna touch you up, and Angel Reese is gonna be knocking or vacuuming up boards and kicking them out to Caitlin Clark, and Caitlin Clark's just draining them from the logo.
Yeah, because I've never seen NBA players box out, so
they don't do it often. They just kind of hang out. They just look.
And
I mean, they do it, but
what happens when they're not ready for that and somebody just bodies them?
Yeah,
and they're like shell shocked because fundamentals is key.
I think it would be cool to see somebody like a Caitlin Clark or any of that chick from South Carolina.
Yeah.
Any of these girls that are really, really good, it would be cool to see like them just be like, you know what? I don't know if they're allowed. Again,
why not bring it down a step further and say, take your top 5 WNBA draft picks, play your top 5 NBA draft picks coming straight out of college. That way, you're not playing like WNBA players that are like first-round picks or new WNBA players playing, veteran NBA players. Make it fair. Pull your top 5 recruiting class from the NBA and your top 5 recruiting class from the WNBA and play them 5-on-5, like a college all-star game.
Oh yeah,
that way, like everything's kind of equal when it comes to
experience at that level. Everybody's the same
everybody's
level
new.
As far as everybody is like, you've not made it into these billion-dollar corporations where they're like your job is to play basketball.
You're an equal to me.
Yeah,
and play them 5-on-5 and see what just see what happens. Because I think the outcome may be a lot closer than you would think.
Yeah.
I'd love to see.
I just looked this up. There is no official rule barring women from playing in the NBA.
Caitlin Clark, apply.
Dude, I'm telling you, I would be down to see it. Dude, you want to talk about ratings?
Oh, through the roof.
You want to talk about ratings? Dude, put Caitlin Clark in a fucking Lakers uniform.
Oh, it's done.
Put Caitlin Clark in an Indiana Pacers uniform. It's over. She's knocking that damn...
Put her 22, and then you have LeBron 23 and Kobe 24. I mean, let's see it.
Fuck it up.
Let's see it.
But anyway, I do think it would be cool. But, I wish I'd have brought that up earlier before we got off college, because we talked about a few other things. But anyway, got anything else for us?
No, man. I mean...
I'm pretty good, man. I'm sweating like a whore in church.
Really? I mean, you look a little gimpy.
Oh, well, call me gimpy.
Hop along, Sally.
Yeah. Anyway. Well, dude, I appreciate you coming over. We're going to get back in here Saturday, right?
Yep. Anyway, her Saturday for the boys.
Saturdays for the boys. Going to get in here. We'll be back reviewing some videos.
Yep.
Again, hopefully Saturday or Sunday one. The next pod we post after this one, probably going to try to get some videos again.
Yeah. Be back on some vidges and then...
start crowning some more champions.
Yeah, we get the champs.
Yeah, I got to show you some of the stuff that Aaron showed me, unless you watched the podcast that me and Aaron did.
I haven't watched the full thing. I've been through bits.
He sent some pretty good ones.
Did he?
Yeah, he gave us some good ones. But anyway, well, I'm gonna let you go, dude. Don't die on the way home because it's raining like crazy.
It's still raining like crazy. I can hear it.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Over these noise canceling head. It's raining so hard that the fish are wet.
Yeah, dude. Crazy.
Yeah.
I almost died.
It's Forrest Gump raining outside.
Dude, it is. Coming down.
Yeah.
Well, I love you, dude. Be careful. I'll catch you on Saturday, man.
Boys, it'll be fun.
All right, dude.
Love you, dude.